Hello, I'm Dr. Stephen Akers. I want to welcome you to another episode of Cooking with Carolina Nephrology. Today we have a breakfast recipe and we're going to make an omelet that's healthy, tasty, and very good for patients who have kidney disorders. So what do we have today? Well, we have 3 egg whites, which I've already separated, and 1 egg for a finish. We have a 1/2 cup of asparagus, which has been cut into thin slices, about 1/2 inch at the most. And then we have the ends of 4 green onions, just the white portion, finely sliced. And finally, to finish, we have 1 ounce of creamy feta cheese that's been crumbled. And now what I'm going to do is add the last egg to the egg whites for a total of 3 egg whites and 1 whole egg. We're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. And now we're going to whisk this together carefully, not to make a mess. All right, now we're going to set this mixture aside and rest while we prepare our others. So in this pan, we have about 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of butter. And we're going to cook the asparagus and the onions in this mixture. And in addition, we're going to need about 1/4 teaspoon of dill. And we're going to cook this mixture for 3 or 4 minutes to tenderize the vegetables. I know all of you don't love asparagus like I do. It is kind of an odd vegetable, but I think it's delicious. But for those of you who don't, there are some options. I would tell you that you could use broccoli or broccolini and a host of other vegetables, even maybe some cauliflower. But I would recommend that each person is different and check with your dietitian, and she might know what's best for your particular circumstances. But for now, we have asparagus. Now, we've been cooking the asparagus and the onions for a few minutes. You can see the asparagus is starting to turn a nice bright green. The onions are getting tender. See how brilliant green they are? Very good. So we're going to set this to the side and allow it to stay warm, so you can leave it on the burner, but just turn it off. And we're going to cook our egg mixture now. Now we have our vegetable oil coated pan with about 1/2 teaspoon of butter on medium heat, and we have our egg mixture. Now we're going to pour our egg mixture into this pan, trying to coat the whole pan with this, which we did successfully. And now we're going to allow that to cook thoroughly through. And as this cooks, we're going to lift the edge of the egg mixture to allow the raw eggs to flow underneath and to cook completely. Now you can see our omelet is flowing freely in the pan. We've got the surface pretty well cooked. There's a little golden edge underneath the edge of the eggs, so we're in good shape on this first part of it. Now we want to take and put our vegetables, we're going to distribute it over half of our omelet. And on top of this mix, creamy feta cheese for the surface of the vegetable mix. And now you want to fold the top of the omelet over. Very good. Just let that cook for a few moments so the cheese will have an opportunity to just melt just a little bit. And now, as we come to the conclusion of this recipe, the bad news. And the bad news is that a serving is only half of this delicious omelet. Let's see how this tastes. Be careful, it's hot. Very delicious. And there we have a wonderful breakfast for patients with kidney disorders. I want to thank you for joining us for for Cooking with Carolina Nephrology. We have this and many recipes on our website at carolinanephrology.com. Thank you for joining us.